Hello, wrestling fans. Quentin Charisma. Hey, that's me. Today I'm with Jeremiah Plunkett.
Yo again, everybody. Jeremiah Plunkett and Quentin Charisma. Once again, we are smack dab along ringside and ready to go with another big week of the Territorial Rasslin Review podcast. And well, hopefully the technology gods won't bite us in the backside this week, as we were we had to take a week off last week.
Yeah, we kept trying, but something just wasn't working out. I don't know what it was, but it just wasn't meant to be, as they say.
Yeah. Zoom just kept. It wouldn't do it. It wasn't happening.
Oh.
And after a certain number of tries, it was just like it wasn't meant to be. I'm going to bed.
Oh well, so hopefully we'll have better luck this week. We'll do the same matches again, so hopefully it won't freeze up like last time. So
yeah, we did take the time to let them play, not really preview them, but let them play. No issues. So fingers crossed that we're all good, or they just really don't want the world doesn't want us to review those matches. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go and get started then.
All right. So the first match for today is brought to us by Old School Wrestling TV over on the YouTube. It is the late Diamond Stud and Oz versus Tom Zink and Big Josh from September 21st, 1991.
WCW. And did we figure out if this was main event?
We didn't. No, we didn't figure much out besides why is this freezing up our computers.
That's right. We didn't get far enough in detail.
Yeah.
All right.
But all right.
Well, if you are whenever you're ready.
All right. We'll get to set the zero at home and we will hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right. That's the graphic there. I still think it's an odd team of Big Josh and Z-Man.
Yeah, to say the least.
So has he got an axe handle or is it a 2x4?
Looks like an axe handle.
Okay. So what happened to the head? That mask, that whole Oz mask and hat gimmick thing is so. Yeah, Diamond Stud was Razor Ramon without the chains. That's all it was.
Yep. And the fake accent.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, but the look. You know,
and this is Power Hour.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
I knew it was going to be one of them. So I knew as soon as we got to see the crowd, we could tell we knew it wouldn't be Saturday night by the just, yeah.
And that's Power with one R. I was waiting to see if that joke landed. What were you saying? What happened with the sharp point of the
axe? The head of the axe. He used that for a gimmick on somebody.
Oh Jesus!
Or nobody wanted to work Matt Bourne with a deadly object.
Yeah. Would you trust Matt Bourne with a fully functional axe?
No.
Okay then.
Not from some of the stories I've heard. Man. And there's some green tights there.
Yeah, on those boots. He's at the. I wonder if he still has those Oz boots, or if he burned those.
He probably burned them. He said, "I'm getting." He burnt the whole outfit. There's some big punches there.
That's before he. Yeah, but he got way better.
Oh yeah, I'm saying to be as green as he is right now. This is. Punch of the gut look good. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, look bad at all to be. He's on his back. So he got him a sleeper hold or just what is he raking his eye? What is he doing?
He's just kind of.
I think he had him by the nose there for a minute.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of got him and. All right.
We'll snap him over. Yep, there he goes. That was gingerly, wasn't it?
Yeah. He don't want to tick off Matt.
Upset him. Yeah. Yeah, his punches don't look that bad to be a big green guy. Oh, nice float over. Here we go. Oh, folded him up. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, here we go.
Not as
Oh,
bad
that was
as
even worse.
not as bad as
Oh, it's on
Diamond
his
Stud.
shoulder. This is on his shoulder, though. Yeah, they're like, put zinc in, please. Yeah, Hall laid it on his shoulder on that. Oh, you can see I think he felt that.
Zink's like, why aren't they bumping and feeding for me? It's like they're hurt.
Yeah, they just got killed by a boar. Big form. They gonna start the heat already? They're gonna no fire back up. Looks like Hall's trunks are cut a little high in the back, ain't they?
Yeah, he's got
nice
some.
double leapfrog. Oh! Somebody missed the hip toss, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he rolled right through it. Last minute, he tried to jump.
You can tell Hall wasn't making any money at the time with those trunks either.
Yeah, that's a bedazzler on the part that says stud. And they're cut way high in the back. Oh, test of strength.
Yeah, he's just letting a little booty meat hang out. It's fine.
Look at Nash's eyes. I like his facials. He's got good facials.
That's what she said.
Yeah. There we go. I was like, there's no way he's gonna be able to power up out of that. Josh trying to get the people up. Well, maybe he's gonna power up. Well, I think it's wrestling. Of course he's gonna power up.
Yeah.
Big boots.
Fan cheers are like steroids. So I mean,
yeah, like a shot of energy.
Or steroids.
Right, what are we gonna do? We'll come back up, maybe.
What are we gonna do? Tom Zink's gonna stare at Kevin Nash's pecker.
I know. Oh, that camera angle, that did not look right. Did you see that? That head bobbing.
I mean, it didn't look good for Zink, but good on you, Kev. Whatever you want to do, Daddy.
Oh, monkey flip! Wow.
That's probably the last monkey flip Kevin Nash ever took.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Probably his first and his last. Okay, working the arm. Man, nice little trip. Those pants are so tight.
Yeah.
It almost looks like spandex almost.
Why are they bumping around a nearly 7-foot man like that?
I know. I don't get it either.
These are the old school guys who are supposed to get it. And they're just bumping the crap out of a 7-foot man. But they weren't worried about him drawing any money down the road. They just wanted to get themselves over. So
that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's all what it's about. Oh, that was a horrible looking punch. Oh, he smacked him. Oh, got a headlock. Shoot him off. Big boot. Did he move?
Yeah, he moved from the there's the roll. Yeah, that's the rolling log deal.
Oh no, you got to add?
Yep, sure do.
Son of a buck.
Just let it go through. Oh well, mine says video will play after ad, so
yeah, mine too. You got some couple playing a card game or a board game or something on your commercial, Snickers commercial?
Yep.
All right, we'll get the same commercial for once. All right, yours back on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that little log roll popped, man, because the little kid in the front row was about to lose his crap. He was jumping up and down.
I bet that's stiff too, because he's wearing them work boots. He ain't wearing wrestling boots.
I was gonna say he's wearing He don't
I can't tell. Oh, actually, those might be wrestling boots that are made to look like them. Because looking at the soles, those don't have work boot soles.
Black. Yeah, those are black soles. Yeah, he might have them. I had them put on, or just had the boot made to look like a work boot. Got the zinc back in. It's not really a good flow to this. Oh, no. I thought my headlock takeovers looked bad. That one, second one was a lot better. First one was rough. Oh, he he about drove his shoulder in the mat. Okay, y'all need to stick to just brawling because yeah, y'all's wrestling ain't too smooth. They can come out with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's he getting his? What's he doing? Oh, I thought he was getting something out of his tape. Did you see that? He was
He's getting his
adjusting his little
blade, bro.
wristband. Do what?
Getting his blade. He's about to get color for the diamond stud.
I know. I was like, what is he doing? He messed up his little armband gimmick. Oh, gonna whip him in. What we got? Oh, another big leapfrog. Oh, super kick.
Uh-oh. A mediocre kick.
I was like, mediocre kick. Uh-oh, we're going to the top. Oh,
bye-bye.
He hit him. Uh-oh, got a big slam. Backbreaker. Another backbreaker. No, got slam on that one.
I'm really surprised Matt Bourne doesn't slap him in the back of the head.
Yeah, he was right. I thought he was going to hit him. You can tell Nash is really green. He's trying to, I don't know really what he's kind of, is he no-selling? He no-sold that buckle, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
But Tom Zink always thought he was a bigger star than he was.
No, that's a nice cross. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I always thought he was. Oh, clothesline. Boom. That looked good.
So, like, Scott here, his body is in, like, it's in that middle phase from where he was from, like, AWA Scott Hall to Razor. Because Razor, he has leaned out even more than this. Well, I know. I guess at the beginning, he's still pretty bulky, but, you know, he started leaning out.
But he's bigger. Scott Hall, he was bigger.
Yeah.
So he's kind of in the. Oh, that looked horrible.
Yeah.
Was that a punch or?
Oh God,
he's lost.
Yeah, I don't know if he's lost or blown up or what.
Oh,
that was the worst double knockout ever. Just shoot me in, and I'm just gonna stand here like a dolt, and then we're gonna hit.
Uh-oh, hot tag. Here comes Bourne.
Hey, would you see Scott Hall sneak that stomp in? Zink was still in the ring after the tag. Scott fed in, and he stomped on Zink and then took his punch.
Well, they cut him off. Shoot him in. Duck. He's gonna give them. Oh. Okay, Zink. Okay, so what happened? I realized Zink grabbed Hall. Oh, he's got his gimmick.
They're gonna miss the finish.
It's a DQ finish.
They missed the whoopee cushion too. Yes. Good job, WCW cameraman.
Yeah, you didn't see what you didn't see Bourne come off the. Did he come off the top with it?
No, he just did the running off the ropes whoopee cushion.
Okay, maybe we'll see it. No, still didn't see it. Hits him with his own gimmick. All right, yours is cut off.
Yep.
Here's my thing. Both these are undercard. All four of them undercard guys. You couldn't. It ain't gonna hurt nobody to do a job here.
Yeah, I'm sure they've all done plenty.
Yeah.
Specifically Bourne. Or not Bourne, I meant Zink.
What's that?
I said specifically Zink.
Yeah. And my thing is, 91 WCW, especially what he says, Power Hour.
Yeah.
That show wasn't burning up the ratings, so it will not. I don't think a lot of people would have seen it, so it wouldn't hurt anybody. Oh, wait. Well, that was something.
Yeah, that was something. What about unsafe? I was gonna say, what about unsafe Matt Bourne?
Nash started off good, then you tell he got lost.
Yeah.
And when he got lost, his punches started looking bad. But that double leapfrog hip toss, that got way messed up. But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think Nash did better than I thought he was going to do. I thought he did a lot better. Like I said, he did get lost toward the end there, but at the beginning of it, I thought he did pretty good. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was definitely a time filler match for a syndicated show.
I think they're both doing fine until they both got dropped on their friggin' heads.
Yeah, There's that was a little rough there, especially doing. I mean, Hall's big, but Nash. I mean, that's too big of a guy to be doing that too. You know.
Well, and not only that, like land the guy flat is really easy.
Oh yeah.
It's really easy.
But I think Matt Bourne did that. From the stories I've heard about him, I think he meant to do that. You know.
Absolutely.
From the stories I've heard, so well, like I said, wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, and a couple of those headlock takeovers were pretty rough, but it was. I mean, it wasn't bad. You know, so I'll give it about a 3 out of 10. No, I'll give it about a 4. It wasn't bad. We've seen worse.
Yes, we have. I've picked worse on purpose before.
Do what?
I said I've picked worse on purpose before.
Yeah. I'll consider it when I saw the title of it. It's better than I thought it was going to be. So.
You've probably heard us mention crowbarpress.com, but let's get real for a moment. Scott Teal is crowbarpress.com. Scott has been writing about professional wrestling since 1968 and has edited, written, and published more than 100 books on the subject. Scott was also honored by both the Cauliflower Alley Club and the George Tragus Luthez Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame for his contributions as a professional wrestling historian and journalist. All this to say, Scott knows his stuff. But if you're not a big reader, hey, that's okay. Crowbarpress.com also has DVDs, magazines, photos, posters, and t-shirts, all fit for you or the old school wrestling fan in your life. So please, do us a favor and support our friend of the show, Scott Teal, by visiting crowbarpress.com. Professional wrestling legends in print and video.
All right, so now you're up.
All right, for my up at bat, it's brought to us by Randall G. The match is Ernie Ladd versus Haystacks Calhoun, and this is from Madison Square Garden in November of 1975.
So 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you are set and ready and zeroed out.
I know. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to think. Which part of 75 you said it was?
November.
Okay, so he done left. I'm trying to think because he had if I can remember right, it might be before he left. But Ladd went with Eddie Ihorn's IWA. So I'm wondering if this is probably before. I'm thinking this was because he was like the biggest heel. Yeah, he went with the IWA, which that's I don't know a lot about it, but at the time period, a lot of guys didn't go with the IWA because it was considered outlaw, So I'm thinking this is before that. All right.
So who's doing death matches for Ian Rotten in 1975?
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
All right. If you are set at zeros, my friend, and you're set for zeros at home, let's go ahead and hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. The big cat, Ernie Ladd.
Look at him.
6'9", 310 pounds, covers the ground he walks on, or whatever he was. I don't know how much weight. I was making all that up, but he played for the Chargers, right?
I think so.
Played for a couple teams, I think, but the one I necessarily know is the Chargers.
I think it was the Chargers, yeah. Stepped over the top rope.
Well, and those ropes, they're high, but they're stretchy.
Those are the old high WWF ropes. Oh, look at Haystacks cutting a jig.
Yeah, I mean they're high, but they're also super bendy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, we were joking at the tapings one night that the people didn't tighten the ropes too well. Like they ended up doing it, but like everyone was complaining about the ropes, and we were all stepping over the top. We're like, "Oh, this is that old WWF rope. We're gonna have to hit them full sideways brother style tonight."
He's complaining about something.
Oh man, he's just like, "Oh, I've got I hurt my wrist and my thumb. It'll be okay."
He was trying to back up. Hey, just way to kill about 20 minutes right here.
That's it. Ernie Ladd's a pro, baby.
Yeah.
Knees had already started to go.
Yeah. By this time they were starting to get there. Oh, somebody's flash. Dang, that was bright. Oh, is he gonna shake? I thought he's holding his hand up for a handshake. Oh, whoa! He's gonna give a sneak attack. Look at that. They see. That's so old school heel right there.
It's so slick too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome, brother.
Just taking his time. Look how trim he was back then. Oh, there comes the handshake.
Look at the big smile. Hey, baby, come on.
Yeah, great facials. Here we go. Big lockup. I'm just trading now. Well, oh, oh, big splash. Give him another one.
This may not be good. Well, come on, ref! I dare you to.
I know, to get in between
them.
Well, you know, back then a lot of those refs were they wasn't smart.
Yeah.
Oh, he just put himself in a bear hug. We'll whip him in.
Well, Ernie grabbed the bear hug and Calhoun bellied out of it. I don't know.
I guess.
I thought this would be better. Maybe they'll get it on track, but
yeah, they're just starting off. You know, we'll start off slow and taper off. You know, working a headlock.
I'm sitting in a headlock.
He might be here for a while.
Yep.
Did you just ghost him?
Maybe.
I think he went. I think he ghosted him.
And he does have the thumb covered.
That's what I'm saying.
Up. I know what's coming. I think I know what's coming.
Let's yank him off. Take the bump.
We ain't done yet. It may happen.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in the corner. We're gonna give him a clean break, maybe. Oh, there we go. Get on him. Big choke. What's he doing? He's grabbing his overalls, but what?
He's got the choke on one side, and he's distracting on the other by grabbing the tights.
Oh, okay, got it now. I see what he's doing.
Ref's warning him about that. He's choking the life out of Haystack.
Exactly. Okay, that's awesome. That's good. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's awesome. He sees the tights, you don't see the choke. Ooh, big boot. Big forearm. Oh. It's a big forearm to the back. Well, there's that little. He did that to Tim Brooks, but
yeah,
that little sideways uppercut.
Did Tim Brooks sell it like Ernie Ladd did? Good God. What a giant sell for a slow punch.
I know, he did it again. I'm just going to give him the big buckle. I'm just going to give him the boop on the head like he did Brooks in that match. Another big buckle. More buckles. Oh. Little shot to the ribs there. Man, much behind those punches.
No.
Well, the last couple was a little better.
The forearms aren't bad. Those little boops to the gut are nothing.
Oh, is he going down these? No. Oh, got his thumbs in his eyes. Dang.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Yeah, well, ref's just like, this ref. Yeah, this one of them refs that wasn't smart. Oh, going to the tights. I think he went to the trunks for something. Why did he go to the trunks? He's got that thumb. His thumb. There he goes. Oh, there's the thumb. Yeah, this ref is I'm
not even sure he's a ref. He looks like he came to the show.
Yeah. He don't know. He's just raking his face now. Is he trying to hard weight him?
With his thumb.
With all that tape on it. Oh, that looked good. I think he did. I think he's hard waiting. Or he got it when we wasn't looking. Yeah, them kicks in the head look good. With the ref out of the way.
I like the fact that he just stays there on his knees and doesn't really move.
Oh, he's 800
Heck
pounds. Oh.
yes. Heck yes.
He's bleeding, I think. Or is that his hair?
Bro, that I don't care. That Ernie Ladd putting that punch over.
Oh, boom. No, I don't think he's bleeding. I think it's just his hair coming down in the front. Well, no.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it just his hair? Or is he bleeding?
I don't see any blood.
Okay, it just must be his hair coming. That ref's all on him now. It's like he wouldn't say nothing to him a minute ago.
Yeah,
No,
wow.
look, he's trying to. I think
he
got it.
may
He's
be
not-
trying to get it, but
Yeah, he was because he was holding his nose. Yeah. Them little gut shots. I guess because he's so big, it is. Oh, I think he got him in the ear on that one.
man.
Yeah.
All right. The match isn't good, but I'm enjoying watching Ernie Ladd sell.
Yeah. Yeah, he's trying to bleed. Let's see. I mean, what's the ref doing? They keep trying to get off from him.
Maybe because he's on the ropes, or
I guess he's on the ropes, I guess.
yeah, he is trying.
Oh, that's a nice kick. That's a nice kick.
Yeah,
It's selling. I love it.
don't tell me Ernie Ladd didn't try to work hard.
Oh, he's doing his best right.
Oh, geez.
What the? Oh, hey, that's a nice bump. The ref got in the way. Oh, man. Look at the ref. Is he counting him hanging out? What? He's counting him like
Wow.
that. What the? This guy is not smart at all.
I think
Hey, that was a
Ernie
nice
Ladd
bump.
just won by count out.
Well, hey, that was a nice bump Calhoun took to the ropes.
That was a nice bump.
For a big guy, that was really nice.
Probably would have looked really better if he had a face full of blood when he did it, as opposed to those two trickles.
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, that ref almost got flattened. He got right in the way. Oh, they're throwing stuff. They're mad. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that was pretty good. Well, let me rephrase. No, the match was terrible. The match was terrible. Ernie Ladd's selling was amazing. And Calhoun didn't make up for his lack of anything during the match with that bump, but it's a really good bump at the end.
Yeah.
But
Well-
not nearly as good as any bump that Ernie Ladd took that entire match.
Well, I think the whole thing, is that and these are one of those things where you make fun of stuff nowadays. There was some stuff a little on the wacky side back then too.
Yeah.
But I think the whole psychology of it, no matter how bad Haystack's stuff looked, because he was so big, it to the people. But yeah, it's that old psychology of those big guys. No matter how just them touching you, it's supposed to have effect. So, but
Yeah.
It was also, if you're super over, it doesn't matter what you do. And I'm
Yeah,
assuming
sure.
he was still really over at this time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he didn't, we talked about before, he was one of those attraction people.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah. No,
so he would
Haystack
probably come
Calhoun
into,
wasn't your every night main event 30-minute guy.
no. So, you said it's this is Madison Square Garden. So it's a 75. He probably did Madison Square Garden twice a year because they'd run it once a month. So he might have did twice a year. So, yeah. So he's going to be over just from a,
So
an
he wouldn't
attraction.
come in. He wouldn't come in and work like months in a territory. He was like Andre.
No.
He'd come in like Andre the Champion. He'd come in, do a
Far as
week
I
here,
know,
a week there,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, as far as I know, as far as I know, that's the way it was.
Few men have logged the miles, shaken the hands, and put in the work Chris Michaels has to become a pro wrestler. Pro wrestling proved to be everything a young boy dreamed it would be, but it also extracted a far greater toll on his body and soul than he ever imagined. Chris Michaels' book Indestructible chronicles a career spanning more than 3 decades, in which Chris has had cups of coffee in every major promotion, knocking on one door after another, never getting that big break, but never, ever giving up. Michaels holds nothing back, sharing in his own words the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of pro wrestling. He shares humorous stories of ring mishaps and meeting his heroes, as well as reveals the failed relationships, broken promises, dead-end roads, and gut-wrenching injuries. A lesser man would have quit decades ago, but not Chris Michaels. He continues to do the drives, make the towns, and prove to fans and wrestlers alike that he is truly indestructible. Pick up your copy of Indestructible on Amazon.com, EatSleepWrestle.com, or directly from Chris Michaels himself. You won't regret it. So is that the same with the other big guys like Happy Humphreys and stuff like that? They'd go to a week here, a week there, Batten Twins, stuff like that. Was that their name, the Batten Twins?
The Batten Twins, no.
What was their names? The real big ones who rode the little motorcycles.
The McGuire Twins.
McGuire Twins. Who were the Batten Twins? Was that the Smoky Mountain brothers who like showed up and then didn't?
They worked everywhere. They worked for Jarrett's. They worked World Class. They were big in Puerto Rico.
But didn't they like just randomly quit Smoky Mountain because they didn't like the snow? Wasn't that the thing?
No, they're from Eastern Kentucky. You're thinking about what was the dude from Georgia, Billy Black? He didn't show up because of the snow.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Okay, but
Now,
yeah,
the
McGuire Twins. Yeah,
yeah. The Batten Twins worked forever. Bart and Brad Batten. Yeah.
I thought Cornette said he was going to push them at one point, and they just stopped making towns.
Well, I can see that. Yeah, that probably happened.
So maybe I conflated the two stories because you said that one guy was just like, "What's the snow? I can't make it to a town. How do you do it?"
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, the McGuires, man, they were huge.
So when you were going live, like the wrestling events live, who was your favorite attraction to come in? Or would Jerry not pay for attractions? Yeah, when you were going to matches.
Oh, there wasn't such a thing as attractions then. Because the territories were done. The only attraction out there really left was Andre, and he was full time with Vince Jr. by then. So there really wasn't no attractions left.
I mean,
I guess Abdullah, but he basically split his time between Japan, Puerto Rico, and Dallas. So I don't think you would consider him an attraction anymore.
Well, like I always think Kamala is an attraction wrestler. Like granted, I know he did full time in territories.
Yeah.
But I figured by the time you were going that Kamala wouldn't be every night if he was even there at that time. I don't know if he was or not.
No, he was. I don't know where he was. I guess he was in WWF at that time, I guess. But no, there was no attractions left by the time I started going. Well, I guess really the only attraction I guess would be at that time period would be Jackie Fargo.
Right.
They'd bring him in, once in a blue moon.
Did you ever get to see him live?
Never did. Because there toward the end of the 80s, he very rarely. They only use. Gosh, he might do. They might have brought him into Memphis, but I don't ever remember him bringing him into Nashville. Through that time period, the late 80s, that I was going. So there really wasn't a. I guess because the territories were dead.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm assuming that. You had, because like Andre was like the last real attraction, and like I said, he done started, doing full time for Junior, Vince Junior. So, but now the attractions were, 60s and 70s, that, when there was territories, that, your attractions, it was your Andre and
Well,
Haystacks,
and,
your world champion,
and then women, little people.
women, midgets. I mean, you still call them midgets, can't you?
So that one's like weird gray area.
Mm.
Because some little people are like, no, that's what I am, and then there's dwarves and whatever, and then some are like, you can't call us anything but little people. So it's gray area. I know Hornswoggle will only call himself a midget.
Mm.
If you say little person to him, he'll go, I'm a midget. So I don't know.
Wow.
I really don't know.
Hmm.
Which could lead into a whole discussion about today's world, but let's not do that. We're not that podcast.
Oh me.
We're just two dummies who like to watch old wrestling and stuff like that. But.
Now this is not the same time period as the other Haystacks match we watched with him against Killer Tim Brooks.
And he was moving a lot better, I felt like, in that Killer Tim Brooks match.
He did. I'm wondering because Ladd was big,
right?
So he didn't want Ladd to, I guess, just to, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because Brooks was smaller, so he could do more stuff, and Ladd was a bigger guy, so it didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to.
But I mean, really, all he did with Brooks was throw some punches.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
He didn't do much. He threw some punches and sold, and
His punches look better though.
Yeah, good God, yeah, because.
Yeah, it's odd because it's the same time period, and his punches with Brooks were a lot better, and he did.
Who won the match with Brooks?
Same finish, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Remember, he took a bump out and got counted out. I think.
Yeah,
pretty sure. Yeah,
because I was going to say maybe his boo-boo face that he was losing, but no, he lost that match with Tim Brooks, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think he got pinned a lot. I think when he lost, it was a count out. I think that was his gimmick.
Well, yeah, that's how all the attractions were, right? Andre never got pinned, but I'm sure Andre took the count out every now and then.
Yeah. So.
And that's how Lawler beat him, aka midget beats giant.
Yeah. The magazine. Yeah, that got a bunch of stuff stirred up. They said. But yeah, his punch. I was thinking about it. Yeah, his punches didn't look as good. And after the same time period, maybe he wasn't feeling good that night. I don't know.
Yeah. It's all right, baby. Ernie was there to try to make it entertaining.
He was his selling. I loved his selling. And I don't know what's up. Did he try to get Hardway and it just didn't go or something?
I don't know if he tried to get Hardway or if he got color and it just wouldn't go.
I don't know. That was it wouldn't go. He was holding his nose, squinting and everything else, and it just wasn't going. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, Ladd made it entertaining. Definitely made it entertaining.
He did his best to save that.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It wasn't like I said, it wasn't as good as the all around as the match with Calhoun and Killer Tim Brooks. But it still, I don't think it was bad. I mean, because Ladd saved it. Like I said, he saved it, so it made it viewable. It wasn't bad. Like I said, we've seen worse.
If Ernie Ladd wouldn't have sold so entertainingly, I would be apologizing for this match right now. It was so bad.
Yeah, he saved it. Yeah, but like I said, Calhoun might have been sick, might have been feeling good. Don't know. Well, what month did you say this was?
November.
Oh, cold, New York. Probably wasn't feeling good. Bones was probably hurting. Yeah, I was probably thinking he wasn't feeling too good that night, but yeah, because his punch, like I said, there had been like a big difference in time periods between that other match and this one. I'd say, yeah, his work just slowed down, but at the same time period, so he must have not been feeling well.
But I mean, at the same time, though, Ernie Ladd was, his knees were starting to go at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Ernie Ladd didn't do it; he just sold.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, he had bad knees getting into wrestling because that's what ended his football career.
Yeah, that's where he left football. Yeah. So. But yeah, he made it definitely entertaining.
Like WWE Raw, but without the budget, WMF Medium Rare captured the chaos of live Wrestling Mayhem Federation hardcore events held throughout Rutherford County, Tennessee in the early 2000s. This weekly series was produced by our good friend, Multimedia Monte Carlo, a local TV personality turned pro wrestling manager who would threaten to edit fans from the broadcast if they didn't give him his proper respect. So fast forward nearly 20 years later, and Mr. Carlo has brought WMF Medium Rare to YouTube. Mr. Carlo has painstakingly went back to the vault to bring this cult classic wrestling promotion back for a new generation of fans to witness. Check out WMF Medium Rare's channel over on YouTube and tell him we sent you.
All right, so with those two down, what do you got for next week?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I know you had one that was going to be really bad that you were kind of thinking about doing. Are you pulling the trigger on that next week?
I don't even remember which one it was.
You never told me. You just said you had one that was really rough. I've got one that's really rough, and if you want to do a week of terrible,
I did have one that was really bad, but I couldn't find another version of it because it's the match don't start till like almost 2 minutes in.
Gotcha.
They do interviews and stuff, and a clip from the week before because it was going to be really bad. But it's too much to lead into it, so I'm gonna go with something else that I had already in my library to pick out. So
okay, so is it something decent?
Go
ahead and tell me yours. I've
okay.
got two. I've got two. I'm in between. One I know it's going to be. Well, actually, I've got three. One I know will probably be bad. One I'm pretty sure will be bad, and one that I'm pretty sure will actually be pretty good. So I'll base off yours.
Okay, it's 1990 from WWC Puerto Rico. Hurricane Castillo Jr. versus Billy Joe Travis scaffold match.
I'm sure technically it'll probably be rough, but it's a scaffold match, so they'll have tons of heat, and it's Puerto Rico, so I'm going to go for then from WWA Baron Carl Von Cross and Ox Baker.
Who?
It says Baron Carl Von Cross and Ox Baker versus Andre the Giant and Dick the Bruiser. This is the one that I'm pretty sure will be bad. Don't know, maybe wrong. It is younger Andre. I'm trying to find a year on it, but just looking at the picture, I can tell it's younger Andre because he's not fat and he's moving a little bit.
Baron Carl Von Cross.
That's what it says on the title.
I wonder if if he works with somebody else somewhere else, as a German somewhere else. There's a lot of Von. Got a Von Kroot, Von.
I wonder if it's.
There's a bunch
I wonder if it's Carl von Hess.
That's what I'm saying. It might be Von Hess. There's Von Hess, Von Kroot, Stolman, or I think it's how you pronounce Stolman, Von Stolman. It might be Hess. That's what I'm thinking.
And I would like to find. And what I'll do, I will look into. You know what? I found another link of it, of the exact same match. It's Carl von Kroot.
It's Kroot. Okay.
Okay. I think so. This is brought to us by Squared Circle Network, and the person probably misheard it when he was labeling it. You know, chopping it up, putting it up, and labeling it.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, when you look it up to watch with us, if you do, it's Baron Carl von Cross on the channel, but it's actually Carl von Kroot.
Okay.
But
and he worked as Killer Carl Kroot.
Yeah.
With K's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays, that wouldn't work.
Hey, wasn't Kevin Thumper Jones, didn't he work at Pulaski as like the cool crazy kid, and it was all K's or something like that? Someone smart told me that.
Doubt it.
And that sounds like such a Kevin thing to do in Pulaski, Tennessee.
Dude, this is kind of off topic, but
this whole show is off topic.
We worked Pulaski, Tennessee in 92. We worked Lewisburg the night before, Friday night, worked Pulaski, Saturday, so we stayed the night. We were going to stay in.
And of course, the promoter got your hotel, right?
Actually, he did.
Oh, hey, who's the promoter?
Sammy Manier.
Hey, Sammy. Good on you, Sammy. What? Sammy's the man.
He actually paid for our hotel room for one night.
Good on you, Sammy. Heck yeah.
So we left Lewisburg, and so let's just go and drive to Pulaski and stay at the hotel in Pulaski. So we got there like at 3 o'clock in the morning. So we got the room. Well, he gave us the money. I mean, he didn't pay for it direct. He gave me the envelope with the hotel, as an extra envelope. So we
Was Sammy also running Pulaski?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was running Lewisburg and Pulaski. Yeah, both shows were. So we get the room, everything. Checkout was like 11, and so I got up early because I can't sleep in hotels. So I get up early. It was me, Mark Gordy, and Ray Spears.
Oh, Rockhead.
Yeah, Rockhead, Ray Spears.
Rockhead,
and,
heck yeah.
So I get up. I get up. Mark get up and say, "Hey, let's go get some breakfast." Ray slept. He kept sleeping. So we go around, and we don't know where we're at. We're in Pulaski. We have no clue about anything. I'm looking for somewhere to go get some chocolate milk and some donuts. So we pulled this place that's called.
Oh, Quentin's always been a massive fan of chocolate milk, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just throw that out there.
Oh yeah. I hate white milk, but I like my chocolate milk. I know that's anyway. So
and that don't fly in Pulaski.
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. So it's a grocery store, and it said Jitney Jungle.
It says what?
I'm like, is this a Jitney Jungle?
Jitney?
Jitney Jungle.
Okay.
And I was like, I looked, it said Jitney Jungle Grocery. And I said, is this a grocery store? So we pull in, and sure enough, it was a grocery store. We were the only white two guys in the grocery store. So that was an experience. So I bought a big gallon of milk, and we'll get back to the hotel, and I realized there's no refrigerator.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm like, this sucks. So I went down, got the ice bucket, and went down to the ice machine, filled it up 2 times, and put the milk in the sink. And so I was like, well, we're going to check out at 11 o'clock. I said, well, we still got like $10 left over from the room. I said, do y'all want to stay another night? So we took money out of our pocket the second night and bought a room. But we still had $10 left over from the first night where he paid for the room. It was actually more than what he gave us. So
hey,
he gave us what the room was.
Hey, good on you, Sammy.
Yeah.
We
weren't getting paid much to begin with, but hey, that room that weekend made up for it. So
I know we don't do a lot of interviews on here, and we've always talked about the possibility of doing one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a guy I'd like to do one on. I don't know if he'd do it.
I don't know. Sammy don't.
But
he talks, but I don't know if if this will be his thing.
Right.
Now in person, he'll talk to you.
Exactly. I've had some of the best conversations with Sammy. Can't wait till the reunion to talk to him some more. I just love Sammy. But and maybe that's when we talk to him about it and engage his interest. Yeah. But I think that'd be awesome.
I try to get Marcus to do it. He won't do it. So
and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I would love to interview Woodrow.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people they will talk your head off, but they don't want to. They don't want to do that. It's I don't know. It's just one of those things. But
I don't know if it's and guys, if you listen, we're not asking you to do a shoot interview and bury anybody. Now, if you want to, we'll do it and laugh right along with you. But you guys all have stories. Sammy was a promoter for the Jarretts.
Yeah.
I would love to hear how that went.
And he brought in Nick Bockwinkel to I think Lewisburg, or was it Shelbyville? One of the towns he promoted for Jarrett's. Yeah, they brought Bockwinkel in back in, was it 87, I think?
Yeah, well, and then Woodrow, how he broke in, who he broke in with, and plus he has to tell the story about leaving you high and dry so he could go watch that Sweet Smoky Mountain show from the backstage.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. And he can tell you about the time in his car about seatbelt choked me out.
But now there's some guys I would like to get on here, and maybe when we go to the reunion, we pitch it to some of them, see if there's any interest. But
yeah,
and that'd give us time to change it up and not have to worry about matches getting screwed up and making Zoom explode. I think last week Zoom was like, do you really want to see Matt Bourne just drop everybody on their head?
Yeah, that's how it was. But yeah, I don't know how we got on to Pulaski, but yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
Killer Carl Croup.
yeah. That's Hal.
Yeah.
Pulaski, home of the KKK. Killer Carl Croup, all K's.
Was it? Did you hear the story Cornette talks about? His ex-wife was a madam up in, was it New Brunswick or something?
Wait, what?
In W. Yeah.
Cornette's
Killer
ex-wife
Carl
was a
Croup.
madam?
Huh?
Cornette's ex-wife was a madam?
No. Killer Carl Croup's ex-wife was a madam.
I thought Cornette met the runner of a whorehouse and it's like, I'm gonna marry her.
No, you're talking about they booked like like TV or something like New Brunswick. It was like nothing there. And he talks about how that Killer Carl Croup's ex-wife was a madam or something, and so he used her services.
Corny did?
Yeah, he talks about it. It's hilarious.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's weird.
It's like it's about several years back. Yeah, dude. Okay, you don't watch AEW, but man, I was watching it last night.
Hey buddy, this week I ain't watched nothing. But go ahead.
Man, I was watching it last night. Moxley is sloppy. I'm sorry, if you're a top star, you should not be that sloppy. I don't know. It's like I guess he's trying to work his gimmick of just, I don't know, that I don't care, crazy, but you're sloppy in the ring. He was throwing punches and like 4 of them missed dude and hit the mat. I was like, what are you doing, dude? Pay attention, you know? But
I mean,
dude,
were they Dark Order bad? Remember, the extra Dark Order guys who was just missing Dustin?
Yeah, he missed a bunch. Like it might have been 3. It was bad. When you're top guy getting top.
I feel so bad for that extra kid because I know what he was doing. He was terrified that he would hurt Dustin.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, they're not focusing on me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt this top guy. And then next thing you know, he's viral.
Yeah. The first match was oh gosh, who was that first match? It was so good I never forgot who it was. But it was one of the
really
best
made an impression on you, didn't it?
Yeah, dude, I swear I lose my mind. I can't. I'll think of something and I go to say it and my mind just goes blank. But that first match, it was. Let me think. It'll come to me here in a second.
Can you describe it?
No, I can't remember who it was. They opened the show with it. Oh, it was Punk against Dex Harwood. Dude, you got to watch that match if you can find it.
No, I will.
That match. Oh man.
I didn't know that's the one that opened the show. I knew that match happened. I'd seen that match happened, and I was excited about it.
They opened the show. After it was over, JR said, "Boys by the monitor." What did he say? He didn't say follow that. He's like, no, he's like, "Boys back there by the monitor, you got some work to do tonight." But man, it was so good.
That Dax Hardwood is low key one of the best workers, if not the best worker in that company.
Man, he is so good. Man, this match was so good. And I'm not a Punk fan, but this was a good match. It was really good.
See, you and I disagree on Punk. I don't think Punk isn't your crisp wrestler like Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
But man, Punk is an elite level storyteller.
That he is. I'll give you that. Yeah. I mean, let me rephrase it. I don't. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not crazy. Like I gotta watch his stuff, but like this match, he kicks it up a gear.
Yeah.
You know, he can go when he can put on a good match when he wants to. And this match, I guess, because he was in there with a guy that could go, so he hung. I mean, I think it's nothing. When it's time to go, he goes. Yeah, man, he did some deep arm drag. This match was so good. I was watching this match after it was over, and I was like, wow, really, really good match. But yeah, if you can find it, definitely watch it, man, because it is a good match. I really enjoyed it. So, but then they had, then they had Moxley and Danielson. Moxley just, I don't know, he needs to tone it down because he's just trying to be all crazy and all over the place, and he's sloppy on stuff. But then again, it don't help being your partner. Everything he does is technically sound. Danielson,
yeah. He's the crispest wrestler to just about ever live. Probably
he's there.
The only person maybe crisper than him would be like Malenko or Lance Storm, but Danielson has more intensity than either one of those guys had. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Now, but yeah, I'd say this match was really good. I mean, I like AEW, but man, I thought this was one of the better ones. Probably the best one I've seen on TV from them, probably, if not the best, top 5 at least.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Now,
it was so good.
With those two names involved, that's a match I'll be hunting out.
Yeah, if you can find, I'm sure you can somebody, find it somewhere eventually to be able to see it, because they're turning them babyface slowly. Do you know that?
FTR?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, because they fired Tully, and
I don't know who they're hinting on bringing in. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they're hinting about giving them a new manager.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, Brett.
Who is it? Really?
There's been chatter online about it. I mean, and by chatter, I mean Dax Hardwood going, "Hey Brett, what's your schedule like?"
Well, they got they're I think next week they're working the Gun Boys. So I don't know how good that'll be, but
it'll be the best match the Gun Club's ever had.
Oh, definitely, that definitely will be. That one, the tall one, he looks just like Billy Gunn back when the Smoking Guns first started.
100%, 100%.
It's weird how Billy Gunn didn't get a body until he'd been up there 5 years,
Yeah.
But he looks tall, ain't got much of a body. Now the other short one, he's jacked, but the tall one, yeah, he looks like him in the face, and looks just like him when they started as the Smoking Guns.
So one of the YouTube channels I follow is Billy. The guy, I forgot his name, but he's Billy Gunn's training partner, and I see how Billy trains, like even nowadays at what is he, 60?
He's in his late 50s.
Bro,
he might be 60.
Dude, they're sitting there benching 400 pounds on an incline bench and doing behind the neck presses with stupid weight.
Yeah.
I was like, these guys, holy cow. And then, I see what they eat and all that. These guys are beasts, man.
Yeah. And Sting worked, man, he turned like 62 or 63.
Yeah.
I'm like, and he's dude, he looked good for that age. He was running, doing the splashes and stuff. I mean, yeah, I was shocked when I saw that yesterday. But yeah, check that match out. That's really good. So
I will, man. Yeah, I'm about a week behind in everything that's going on in wrestling, because we were doing those taping bubbles. And as of press time, hopefully everybody knows. And if you didn't, you need to go get NWA All Access and check it out. But unfortunately, the ill-begotten did not go on to win the 2022 Crockett Cup.
Always next year.
Yeah, always next year. Our luck of the draw was kind of unfortunate. Doug Williams and Harry Smith that's quite a roadblock to put in front of you.
Yeah.
What we have learned is God, people say God creates all man equal, and then you look across the ring and you say Harry Smith and you go, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I was ringside. We elected to have Rush Freeman and Alex Taylor do the damage for the team. Harry backdropped Alex Taylor, and I think he landed 2 days later in the taping. My God.
He backdropped him from Knowles Road and landed on Dickerson Road, right?
Yeah. He backdropped him from the fairgrounds. He landed at Skyway Studios.
So how was that Skyway Studios place? Was it nice?
Awesome, man. It's a studio. Honestly, to be real, when we put the setup in there, it looked more like the 605 show than it does in Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, just like how it's set up. And we would have 100 or so fans in there. And Nashville, let me give you credit. And I figured it would be this way, and I'm glad it was. The Atlanta crowd's great. The Nashville crowd was on fire for long taping days. I'm talking from 7 till past 11.
Wow.
And they never lost energy. So Nashville, I knew you guys could do it, and you did it. Thank you.
That's awesome.
They were on fire.
That you know what that studio was originally?
What, Skyway?
Yeah,
What?
a Sam's
Really?
Club. Yeah,
I could see it.
it was the first Sam's Club in Nashville.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about Skyway, Impact's offices are in there.
Oh, really?
So I got to meet somebody very briefly. We didn't have much of a conversation, besides, hey, nice to meet you. Met David Zahadi.
Okay.
For those who don't know who David Zahadi is, every video package that, if you're my age, that you marked out for as a kid in WWF, David Zahadi. Like he did all those highlight packages, and then he went to work for Impact, and he did all those packages. I think the most famous was is one of the WrestleManias, and has done the Limp Bizkit's My Way, and it's David Zahadi's so it was really cool to meet him.
They got their office in there full time. Their office stays in there. Wow,
I believe so. Yeah,
did not know that. That's interesting. Yeah, that started off as a Sam's Club back in the 80s. It was the first one in Nashville, and then toward early 90s, they built the one out there at Rivergate, and they closed that one down, and it became WBN 58, I think that's what it became then. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. WB, one of those. But yeah, it was a Sam's Club. So, but
and obviously I can't talk about any spoilers from the tapings.
I was gonna say. So how'd it go? But I was like, yeah, I can't.
But I can tell you cool things that I was able to do. Had a about 15-minute, 20-minute conversation with Blue Meanie about he used to come down. He used to come down to, he was part of that, those fans that would come down to Memphis to do it, and for like a week and go to all the Memphis towns.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he told me about that. They did Mid South, so he told me about traveling as a fan and to all these different territories. Which was pretty cool. That was a fun conversation. And then this one was random. I was just sitting out back because it was nice, and I was tired of being stuck inside. And our batch wasn't till late. So I sit outside, and it's just me. And then the door opens, and it's all old Sinister Ministers out there taking a smoke break. And we just started talking. He asked me what a ring runs nowadays, and that started the conversation. Next thing I know, 30 minutes later, and we're just talking about old school wrestling, man. And it was it was so awesome. Just I love the wrestling part, but like just the part where the guys I watched as a kid are coming up, and we're just having conversations about what we love about wrestling. It's so cool. Rad. 2000, year 2000, Jeremiah Plunkett thinking that I'm going to have a wrestling conversation with Sinister Minister one day. Never would have thought it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you work Smoky Mountain?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. James Vanderberg. Oh, no. What was he there?
Van Horn.
Yeah.
Van Horn, wasn't it?
Yeah. And he would also, and he would sneak the most terrible stuff you could sneak past the, like he'd say stuff in Carney that was just awful.
It was Van Horn, wasn't it? I think. Was it?
Yeah. It was Daryl Van Horn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Daryl Van Horn. He had the little fez on. And then it was James Vanderberg of WCW.
Okay, okay.
But old Sin Men, he's awesome. He is awesome. Meanie's a treat, of course. Just the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
Just fun times, man. It's really cool. Just how everybody comes together. Got guys like Rodney Mack in the back, the scariest man on the planet. who's married to, and this is her catchphrase, this isn't me saying anything bad, the baddest bitch in the game, Jazz. You know what I mean? Like, think about that as a couple, two people who could just rip your head off.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's cool, man.
The last night we had Mike Jackson in.
Oh, really?
Oh, Action Jackson, baby. I hope I'm not giving away a surprise on that. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, she done stooged it off.
Yeah.
Okay. Only thing better is that you could have had a match with George South and Mike Jackson as a team. That's what they should have had.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But man, I'd be front row for it.
I know. That'd be awesome right there.
I would be front row for it.
That's what they should have had, put them together for the Crockett Cup.
Man, listen. Oh, and speaking of which, and I can't talk about Crockett Cup since that already went through. The finals for Crockett Cup, Doug Williams and Harry Smith versus the Briscoes was
Mhm.
amazing.
I bet. I was say, I bet that was really good.
Holy cow. In the main event, Nick Aldis and Matt Cardona for the world title with Jeff Jarrett as the referee. Good stuff.
I'm sure that was really good too.
I don't think, not the finish I think anybody was expecting. Cardona slipped away with the 10 pounds of gold. Man, it was a good event. Again, Nashville showed up and showed out. They're hot. And hopefully that means Nashville's going to be a regular stop for us. And I would be all about that.
That's what I was saying. Surely, with that good of a turnout and everything, the way it went, that they'll be able to do their do stuff here in Nashville. You know.
Yeah, and that's not even me being selfish and enjoying waking up in my own bed. I mean, I stayed at the hotel, but the first day, I woke up in my own bed.
Yeah, it seemed like, because I remember, does anybody live in Atlanta that works there,
Oh, yeah.
office wise?
Oh, office wise, I don't think so. No.
What about work?
Yeah, I mean, not Atlanta proper that I know of, but around Georgia. Yeah, we definitely have a good Georgia presence on there.
Okay. Well, it still ain't that far away though.
Yeah, exactly.
Nashville and Atlanta. Well, that'd be cool if they can get something. Was there a some kind of convention or something down there at the fairgrounds, or was that the day after the?
One of the Sunday, so night 2 of Crockett Cup. They had, it may have been Saturday too, but I sure didn't see a lot of people in the venue. But they had a Comic-Con going on next door.
They didn't have a good turnout.
Oh, the Saturday I didn't see a lot of stuff set up, so I don't know if they had the Comic-Con on the Saturday. But on the Sunday they were all set up. As a matter of fact, because of which LT Falk was there signing, so LT stopped by. To which I looked at him. I go, "Where's your dad?" And he goes, "Oh, he's at home." I go, "You call your dad and you tell him to get down here." And apparently it took a little bit of convincing.
I get a guarantee.
It took a little bit of convincing, but he showed up, and I
oh,
think
really?
He showed up, and I think he had a good time. But you got to see people he ain't seen in a while. Austin Idol was there. I saw them chit chatting. I don't know if I can say some person who was there because he works for a different company, but he was there to say hi.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah. Not a worker. He works backstage, but he works local, and he was just there to say hi to the boys. We just had a lot of people popping by to say hey, which was cool to see a reunion. But you know me, as soon as I saw Tony walk through that door, I ran up and gave him a hug and said, "When are we having that match?"
When you having that match? Oh me,
I've been on him for years about it.
Nah, the money got to be there.
All right, Tony, we'll find someone to pay you. Let's do it.
Oh me, that's funny. All right. So are we plugging him, or do you got all the plugs on the thing now?
There are a couple I don't have fully recorded. So first thing we need to do, we got the Lou Thez UWA. What do we got new? We got anything new popping up on that? Because I'll be honest, I have not looked at the Facebook this week. I stayed away from social media.
I was going to do it tonight.
Okay.
It's been a weird week. I don't know.
Bro,
I'm gonna put stuff on there.
You're preaching to the choir on the weird week. Trust me. So I
you have an excuse. I don't.
So keep an eye out for Lou Thez's UWA over on the Facebook. Quentin will have some new stuff out for you very, very shortly. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the stuff I've got the videos for and don't. Well, please like and subscribe to us on YouTube and on Spotify what is it? Apple? No, is it Apple Music? No, iTunes. Guys, my brain's not working because this was my schedule. It was noon to whenever we got done taping, usually about 11:30. Go to the hotel, take a shower, go to the hotel restaurant, eat, then go to the hotel lobby and talk and maybe have a few beers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Have beers, and then wake up at 7, hit the gym, and do it all over again.
Yeah.
So 5 days of that, my brain's a little fried.
Yeah. I said, you got an excuse. I don't.
But yes, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, good, bad, indifferent. At least we know someone took a chance to listen to us. Let us know what we can improve on. we're always trying to improve. I'm trying to, get better at my editing skills and get you a good polished product out as much as we can. And let's see. Let me run it through in the head. If you want to get any kind of t-shirts or anything, those can be found over at storefrontier.com/Plunky's Gimmick Table. Yeah, man, obviously design, I wanted to make it in time. Hopefully it'll come at some point, or I may just have to find a new graphic designer.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate, but there's some cool stuff up there. Again, my favorite is still the heels don't get happy ending shirt. That's 100% my favorite one. I will love that design till I die. And yeah, I think all the rest of the stuff is you have already heard interdispersed within the podcast. Okay. Obviously, this podcast has been a little discombobulated because I'm a little discombobulated tonight. But
yeah, our things are never smooth, but we just go with it. We'll get what we got. Go and like and subscribe to the people we use their videos on YouTube. And,
yes, today was Randall G and Squared Circle Network.
No.
Nope. You're exactly right.
Something wrestling TV.
Yeah, you're right. Squared Circle Network was what I have for next week. My apologies. Yeah. But please subscribe to Squared Circle Network because we have used them and will.
Yeah,
it was Old School Wrestling TV, I believe. Yeah, Old School Wrestling TV and Randall G.
Yeah. Like I said, go. The other ones we've used, go, show them some love because, like I said, without them, we couldn't watch the videos. Also, if you're on Twitter and you like Lucha, go over there and follow Roy Lucier. He's a Lucha expert. He puts a lot of Lucha indie stuff from the early '90s and stuff on there. It's if you like Lucha, it's really interesting. And also Tim Hornbreaker. I guess that's how you say Hornbreaker. I guess how you pronounce it. He has got his Twitter.
Hornbaker.
Baker. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was something like that. He's a history guy. Does books. He's worked with Scott Till on some stuff. So he knows he's one of those guys that knows he knows the business, knows what he's doing. He has on his Twitter page, he puts stuff. He has a Patreon page, but he'll put stuff he has on his Twitter to show you a little bit of it. Because I don't know how much, because I'm not plugging his Patreon because I've never been on or nothing, but he just put on his Twitter, he puts a little, like samples of what some of his stuff is on his Patreon. And man, he's got some really obscure stuff like letters. He had one the other day from LaBelle that ran NWA out in California. This is like early 70s, a letter to Eddie Graham about a station in Florida. It was a Spanish station airing his program without his
consent.
What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, consent, approval. And they're putting it, and he had the letter that he wrote to Graham and to the actual Spanish station in Florida. And it just puts this weird stuff you've never seen before. I've never seen before. So if you're a history buff, go check him out. Like I said, he puts little samples of stuff. And if you like that, you might want to subscribe to his Patreon thing. I've thought about it, just how much it is. It ain't too much because he has a lot of interesting stuff that I've hadn't seen anywhere. So if you're a history buff, go check it out.
And while I'm thinking about it, please go over and subscribe and give a like to the Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling podcast. My old man, the old Untouchables manager, Jimmy Street, is heading up the Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling podcast, as well as the co-host of is it Live with Wolfie D? I should really have known this.
I guess it's called.
Yeah, but Live with Wolfie D and that whole group right there. So yeah, give them a like and subscribe. I did an interview with them a couple weeks ago that dropped on the 17th, and it was really fun. And it wasn't the whole how'd you get started and all this. We talked a lot about old Nashville wrestling, right? Like we talked about the stuff that like the 2000s era of Nashville wrestling, which Nashville was hot for there being at a time when wrestling wasn't hot. We didn't have, there were some big crowds or some not big crowds, there wasn't a lot of money, but everybody was coming through Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely with Burt Prentice's deal with WCW. I was there for that. When
Yeah.
those WCW Powerpoint guys came in, I was down. I was working for Burt during that time. So we had a lot of, at the time they wasn't, stars, but a lot of those guys became stars. So
Well,
yeah.
and then when
2000s.
TNA was in town, we would
Yeah.
the entire roster would work at the Stadium Inn.
Yeah, it's yeah, you think about it, yeah. Nashville was a really interesting time period around that time, early 2000s. Really interesting.
Yeah,
So
I think
that's
TNA. I think TNA being there helped the area. I think it also hurt the area because it made it where they thought, well, just because they saw so many names all the time, that
Yeah.
when you brought him back, they're like, oh, that's a local guy. And it's like, no, he's really not. You're just used to seeing him because they would do Wednesday night and then they'd stay over and do a Friday night. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It goes both ways on that. But yeah, I think about it. It was a really interesting time there in the early 2000s. All right, well, we rambled enough. We got to wrap this thing up. Is there anything else you want to add?
nah, man, I'm good. Just glad to be back, and I'm going to be glad to get some sleep tonight.
All right, if you're done, I'm done. Stick a fork in her. She's done. For Jeremiah Plunkett and Quentin Charisma. Hey, that's me. Thanks for listening. God bless.
Bye-bye, everybody.